I can tell you, what's interesting, you guys, is that it is practice. Okay. I see people on this call all the time that are not participating and they're not practicing. They're just listening to the call. And that's all well and good, but you're not going to get good at it until you start practicing it. You have to unmute your microphone and work on these. And the reason is once you practice enough, like Stuart, myself, Devin, and everybody else, it gets ingrained in your brain. You can actually have a normal conversation with the seller and they don't know that you're using scripts. And that's what's important. These sellers, especially if you're calling a for sale by owner, several of these sellers are savvy. They're not dumb. Okay. So they're going to try to trip you up and they're going to try to convince you they don't need your services. The only way you're going to be able to get around that is by practicing every day on the Breakfast Club so you can get around that. So there's absolutely nothing they can say that you can't overcome. Devin, what do you think? Am I telling the truth? Devin, are you there, bud?
He's driving down the road in that big truck of his.
That's all right. But there's a guy that, again, he's practiced and practiced and practiced to the point he hasn't even been in the industry a year yet, but he's practiced to the point that a seller cannot say anything to him that he can't overcome. He's gotten damn good at it, and that's the whole point. Hey, Mark, are you listening?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
So you were a Mike Ferry coach at one time. What do you think is the importance of people practicing, constantly practicing and practicing and practicing? What do you think?
Well, it's the same question. I mean, you got to ask yourself, are things easier or harder when you know what to say?
Absolutely.
In any selling situation, it's that much easier. And then you have the confidence. And then you have confidence. You have no fear of going out there and talking to people, picking up the phone, door knocking, taking the live transfer. It all comes into play. But hiding behind your desk, your phone, and maybe just doing mailings and sending out emails, that's not how you're going to make money. It's the gift to gab, like Devin said. You have to know what to say in any selling situation, and then knowledge equals confidence, and then it's showtime.
Yep, absolutely.
It's all learned right here. And that's the craziest part about it, folks. December 17th last year, I didn't know none of this language. And it's all learned.
It is exactly right. December 17th, you didn't have a clue. Today, nobody can say anything to you that you can't overcome. And it hasn't taken, it probably only took you 6 to 7 months to get to that point. Right. And now, of course, you're successful, correct? You're doing okay. You're making money. You're listing homes. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Yes, sir.
That's absolutely right. What's that?
Matching homes with hearts.
Matching homes with hearts. I want to jump in here for a second. And also, Devin is very coachable, right? So Chad Story's been working with Devin very closely since December 17th. So every day, he gets coached up, right, Devin?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah, and look at the results.
That's one of the things that we've all got to work on is being coachable. I know myself personally, I'm stubborn as hell. And so, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not approachable as easily for somebody to be able to help and coach. And that's one of the things we've all got to work on a regular basis. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's all about ego, right?
Yep.
All
that's
about
true.
ego. You want to hang on, especially for the agents that have been in the business for a long time. I've been in the business for 25 years. Obviously I ended up here because it wasn't working for me. I needed a new change. And this was the perfect landing pad for me. For being in the business. Absolutely.
One of the things that's so interesting is that as the industry changes, and this is something that I've learned really over the last probably 10 years, 10 years, as the industry changes, you have to be able to change with it. That's the key, right?